Hi, I'm Jo Ruddock, and I'm here with Net Insight Cloud expert Jonathan Smith. So, Jonathan, what challenges are your customers facing when it comes to transporting and distributing their content, and how is Net Insight helping them to overcome these?
Yeah, and I guess if I look at what our customers doing around kind of internet delivery, which I'm most focused on in the cloud area, then we can kind of say there's a mix of challenges at the moment. There's the large broadcasters and large service providers that are kind of using internet transport at scale, and we'll talk about a few of those cases a little later. But then we've also got a plethora of smaller rights holders, events organizers, smaller regional broadcasters that are kind of taking a step into internet delivery. They see it as a tool that they know they want to make use of, ubiquitous connectivity and ease of access, off-network capabilities. But they also see that's a leap with the team they've got in traditional broadcast and needing to skill up to meet that requirement. So I guess really we're trying to position tools and platforms that can allow both that operation at scale and also for the for those customers that are just taking a step into internet transport and delivery to be able to have an easy point of entry to be able to make use of that technology without burdening themselves with complex project deployments and things like that.
Okay, and the Nimbra Edge cloud platform has been focus for Net Insight in recent years. What does this offer sports broadcasters, and can you share any recent use cases?
Yeah, absolutely. So Nimbra Edge has been our internet delivery platform for the last few years. So really, it tries to build on the idea that you need to bring broadcast appropriate tooling to internet delivery, right? There's always been the case where you can throw an SRT feed across the internet and hope it arrives at the other side. But what Nimbra Edge has set out to do is provide a kind of an overarching orchestration layer that gives you tools that feel like broadcast tools. So all of your inputs and outputs are presented as a big virtualized video router. So it's absolutely familiar to media operators rather than just being an IP transport kind of a platform. And so yeah, I think we've had a lot of interesting cases recently. Some I can be absolutely specific about here. So CBS have launched Galazo Network last year, and that absolutely from point of contribution from various football venues, tier one football venues across Europe and the US and further afield is all contributed completely over the internet using Nimbra Edge to a centralized production center in North America, the productions turned around remotely, and then redistributed back through the Nimbra Edge platform over the internet to MVPDs and partners within South America. So absolutely end-to-end tier one, as they'd call it soccer, but we might call it football, contribution to distribution, which is really interesting. And then some more generic cases as well. A couple of months ago, a very large event or a month and a half ago, maybe, very large event in the US, carried by one of our big US broadcast service provider partners. And for the first time, that was also delivered out from the host production to MVPDs and their direct consumer platforms over Nimbra Edge, completely over an internet delivery service. And that event would normally be absolutely the center of kind of traditional tier one broadcasting. So that's a really big step change to see that done in February. And then closer to home, again, service provider within the UK is now contributing through Nimbra Edge some European not quite special interest, but more niche sports events using Nimbra Edge as well. So they spin that up on demand on an event by event basis and provide that out to customers. So sorry, I can't give more names in there, but you know how it is.
Yes, we get that a lot. That's fine. And you've also recently expanded the offering with Nimbra Connect IT. Can you tell us about this and where it fits into your portfolio?
Yeah, so Connect It is really an extension of the Nimbra Edge platform. And so Nimbra Edge was always, we kind of did almost the difficult bit first. We made a completely cloud native, scalable a platform that could provide kind of really robust, scalable internet delivery. And as I said at the beginning of this, we've then seen some of the customers saying, well, this is an emerging area of interest, a developing area of interest for me. So while we had great success with very large opportunities, people carrying thousands of streams over the internet with the Nimbra Edge platform, we also found we were missing out on the opportunity to start working with these emerging opportunities and smaller, smaller cases. And so Connect It is a really easy point of entry into this platform. It shares all of the same capabilities at a high level, but it's far more easily deployable, a more, maybe dare I say it, a more traditional IT deployment approach that most engineering teams within broadcasters, within events providers would be absolutely comfortable deploying. The really interesting thing about Connect It is it's built on the same DNA as Nimbra Edge. So a customer that starts with Connect It, this really easy point of entry, operationally it looks identical. So all of those lessons learned for the operation can then be transferred directly to Nimbra Edge, and actually you can seamlessly upgrade between Connect It and Nimbra Edge when you reach the scale you need those extra kind of enterprise facilities.
Brilliant. And I'm guessing that will be on show at NAB. Can you share any other plans for what you'll be showing out there?
Yeah, absolutely. So Connect It is a big focus for launch at NAB. The first customer release will coincide with NAB. So we'll have demos and everyone geared up to show that to our customers. But alongside that, we're carrying the rest of our portfolio. So really some really exciting developments within our high quality video transport hardware solutions. Again, this is showing a general move to open IP standards adoption. We'll be talking a little bit about integration around those devices, API integration with third parties. So I think for us, it's really about cementing that focus on really high quality, open, scalable video transport solutions in both hardware and in the cloud side that I'm looking after here.